Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sunless Skies. In the last episode we became an MP, and we also did something. We upgraded our house, that's what we did. Haha, perfect, I remember these things. So I'm not entirely sure what the plan is here. We have stuff in the MP to kind of go to areas to discover what people want, and then we can use that again to write more laws. But we passed a law in the last episode, which means we can indeed go to the Queen. Or the Empress, I suppose, is her name, the Empress. And we will see if we can sell her our bill, I suppose. I mean, not sell her. She's supposed to pass it, and then we use that to make money. I swear, this song sounds different. There hasn't been any updates to Sunless Skies, has there? I know the Sovereign Edition is coming out soon, to which I am incredibly excited about, but I don't think it's out yet. I look a bit of an idiot if it's come out today, and I just didn't spot it on the Steam news page, which wouldn't be the first time I've been blind. I've just got back from work, and I was like, I need to record Sunless Skies. So here I am, and I didn't really pay that much attention. I mean, if there is new music, that would be really cool, but I'm guessing it's just me being silly. Again, I have listened to this music a lot. Oh, balls. Get out of the way, you piece of junk. I missed. Oh, it's a weft. Nope. Crap. Do wefts affect pirates? I guess not. Well, let's not. Let's not. Yes, let's just leave that at that. Let's not. Missed. I would really like this man to die before I run out of fuel. Missed. Got him. You know what I think it is? I think I know why the sound's so different. I think I've just got it really loud in my headphones because I changed something for something somewhere. Let's gain unusual cargo. A slim clasped box. The silver clasp gleams in your torchlight. Inside the box is unhappily sticky. The cause of a resinous block of nectar that sits in the box's center like a nugget at the heart of a piece of chocolate. Produced by a gargantuan flowers of the reach, this nectar is zealously sought by the giant hymnal cloister bees who haunt its skies. Wonderful. I wonder if we could do more of the Clayman storyline. Well, we still have the Clayman storyline, we have the officers, the Repentant Devil, and I think there is another one that I may be not remembering. We do not have enough fuel. Let's detour. Whenever I think I have enough fuel when I'm going back to London, I never have enough fuel when I go back to London. I always run out of fuel right before the port, and I do not feel like taking that chance, especially when there is a port literally just down here, past the relay. It's the safer choice. Plus we have the money to pay for it, I hope. I think we do. I know we just spent an awful lot of our money on upgrading our house. That's a wall. I'd rather not hit the wall. That's a monitor. Luckily we're not transporting any illegal goods, so we should be okay. Unhappy? No work ethic in your generation. Decidedly true. Do all generations before our generation think that the generation that's next doesn't work hard enough? Is that a thing? Is that just like a UK thing? Because it's definitely a thing in the United Kingdom. Let's go to the shops. Let's go to little niceties. Let's buy 3 racks of fuel. Now, I do have one question. I want to see Go to the revolutionaries. They demand a complicated handshake before they'll hand you a carriage clock. Same deal as on the tour. I stole you a pocket of time myself. Make good use of it. As they turn to smile innocently at another overseer, they shove you towards a maintenance hatch. Get through here. Get through there and someone will take you the rest of the way. Pretty sure we can. Mail material. I thought we could give tea, but... Oh, you need 2 tea. Okay, I was walking around with 1 tea. I mean, do you know what? Let's provide some blackmail material for the cause. I need information that I can use as leverage. The reverberant activist listens closely to the information you bring him. His eyebrows raise. Yes. Yes, this I can use. We gained 1 information about an uprising. There are murmurs of discontent, but nothing more. I guess I would like to bring just lots of tea. I should buy lots of tea in the Parliament. Or no, do we buy tea in Parliament? I think where we buy... I think it is. I'm just trying to get out of here. Hang on. Let's go. In Parliament? No, they sell crockery. Was it the Home Bureau that sells... It was the Home Bureau that sells tea. In theory, we could just buy a crap ton of tea. I'm pretty sure I have a crap ton of tea in my bank. So I may just use that tea there and see how much of it we can give to the revolutionaries. If I go there with like 10 tea, we might be able to... use that as leverage for the revolution. I've decided that I am going to side with the revolutionaries. I know there was a bit where I was like, maybe I'll side with the establishment, but no, I think slavery under all guises is kind of wrong. I mean, you can have a successful business and successful things without treating people like garbage. It just means that the person at the top doesn't make so much money. God forbid. Rich people don't need to get any richer, eh? But then, obviously, they like to say that they earned their position where they are. But they earn their position by stepping on people. Obviously, that's not everyone. Not all businesses. It's a lot of them. I think everyone, where I am right now, in like England and things, the quarantine, they're lifting jobs and stuff. And there's loads of people. I've been working the entire time because, well, other than the bit where I was self-isolated. So my job never closed or anything like that because key worker, braille. Turns out blind people still need to be able to read their medicine packets. And buy co-op meatballs. But most people are going back to work now. And I think there's a lot of unrest in the UK right now. The government want to make it last longer. But a lot of people want it to just disappear right now. Okay, the sky is wrong. This is not where you were meant to be. Was it a trick of the mists? Has the wind carried you astray? Have the heavens themselves turned on their axis? 96% chance to press on. Let's go. Oh no, we failed! Dear. The mist is soft at the windows. The stars have gone awry. You crawl onward. There is an outbreak of violent star madness among the crew. In time, you find your way back to a stretch of sky you can locate on your chart. Your journey continues. Yeah, it's fine. One guy. The 10 Terror is a bit of a pain in the butt. We'll lose that when we go back to London. So. You know, all is well. Yes, we're down to our last dregs of supplies. We're about to go past. How do you get to the Queen? Or the Empress? To hand in the thing? That might sound like a really dumb question, but the Throne of Hours doesn't have a dock. At least I don't think it has a dock. I swear I've done this before. Like, probably years ago now, but... How do I... Because that's the Throne of Hours right there. Maybe I should just dock at London and... Don't crash into the very expensive building. Never mind. I think that monitor might be wanting to kill me right now. Don't crash into the monitor! fine. It's perfectly fine. HML Fleming. What a lovely name. Yeah, it's fine. Straightforward. Maybe we can get there through London. It kind of makes sense if you think about it. We'll just dock in here. Let's have a look-see round, shall we? First thing I'm going to do, though, is make sure that I go to the bank. How much? We have lots of tea. Oh my god. I love the way I put that back, but that's because it was hurting my brain. We'll just go there with 10 tea. And Springfield Market. Let's buy lots of fuel, lots of supplies. I assume enough tea to fuel the sun. Gemstones for the mausoleum. I don't think I have any gemstones, do I? I have 2. I think we need 5, so I don't think that's going to work out in my favour. Here we go. Hand in a new law of the throne of ours. One of her renewed majesty's servants awaits you. Perhaps she will deign to give this one her royal assent, enshrining your hard work into official Albion law. Somehow, you took part in a pointless referendum makes me feel that she will not give a flying fig about my law. You present the new law in its ceremonial purple cushioned box. Not to the Empress, of course. The servants whisper that this is for the best. The last time someone disturbed her, she became displeased. Instead, a page takes the honor of removing the finely written vellum scroll from the box, ceremoniously tearing it from top to bottom, lighting it on fire, and ceremonially stamping the burning pieces into ash. A parliamentary envoy awaits you outside, bearing a bonus for having got the new bill at least this far. 250 sovereigns and 250 experience. That is not that bad. All things considered. Okay, let's go undermine the very government that I work for. By giving tea to revolutionaries. What could possibly go wrong? So back the way we came, just how I like to play this game, backwards and forwards. It's the best way of doing it. I feel like I was talking about something, I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, the UK has dropped its quarantining level, like its lockdown levels to like 4 instead of 5, or like, is it 3.5 or something? I don't know, it was a random number that was kind of made no sense to me. And now we're allowed to exercise unlimitedly from Wednesday. So tomorrow, from when this video comes out. And I'm not sure how I feel about it, really. I'm still kind of in the camp where I fear that we jump into normal living too quickly, everything's going to fall apart. I know a lot of people think this is a load of rubbish, but now I know people who have died from this. Not necessarily, I don't know them. I know people who have died, people I work with. And it's not just old people, it's young people. Like one of them, somebody went to the hospital after hurting themselves, got COVID, and then died. It's sad, but it's still very dangerous, and I think people are kind of... People's boredom is underselling their risk factor. Like, people are oblivious to the fact that they could die, and, you know, sitting in their house for 2 weeks, or however long, 6 weeks, is a very small price to pay for the rest of your life. You know, you sit in your house for like a year, you've still got a good 20, 30 years, unless you get hit by a bus or something. Obviously, you don't know, but my point stands that a little bit of inconvenience now could potentially stop you from having a premature end. And I don't know why people struggle so much, but they do. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm weird. I mean, I was a guy who didn't go out much anyway. I go to work, and I used to go to the pub every now and again for a meal or a restaurant or something, but very rarely, and usually with friends. But I haven't seen my friends for a while now because of all of this. It's all a bit weird, but it's not the end of the world. Yet, anyway. Still a chance. Still a chance. I'm waiting for the zombies, I'm telling you. The last day. Let's see if we can help somebody with their paperwork. Oh, actually, let's recruit some crew. We did lose that guy. The now elderly crew shuffle aboard, almost relieved to be given orders. Their bones are brittle, but they will work hard. Working hard is all that they've known in their lifetimes under the lash. You're free now, gentlemen. You're free. Okay, let's go to the revolutionaries. I need to assist you. I brought you so much tea. We need tea. It's as good as currency, says the reverberant activist. We want some of the newer overseers on side. It will be useful to remind them where they came from. What does this give us? Ah, the same. The workers are angry. Furious whispers spread through Barbizon. Oh bugger, it was a one-off thing. Okay. That's slightly annoying. Now it's Gourds of Nectar, which I have none of, but I do have a permit, and I will more than happily give them a permit. Supply permits for the cause. The faintly bearded youth passes a sheet of paper to the reverberant activist. Top of the list is a ministry stamped permit. There's no way I can get my hands on one. There you go. I gets out the wallet, unfolds it in front of them. Ah, ideal. We have to get into Little Nice. This may allow us to do so. There are some overseers I used to know who got promoted out of the reach, but they owe me, and I'll be able to remind them of the debt. The leader grins again, fiercely. His youthful assistant quails, but says nothing. The Barbizon workers are up in arms. We've gained one information about the uprising. All is prepared. We have everything we need, you are told. Come. A wiry, ginger-haired man grins at you over a desk littered with documents. Some are crisscrossed with scrawled notes, others are pristine and freshly inked. The faintly bearded youth has a beatific smile. Our leader, the reverberant activist, saw your work. He said you might be able to help. Okay, so the uprising is beginning. The reverberant activist is agitated, pacing anxiously. Come, quickly! Our plans are prepared, and our patience is gone. It is time! Just gonna get a drink. Hang on. My throat is dying. Apparently getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning is making this very difficult. That's it. I went to work and just started shouting all day. There we go. I'm good. He leads you downstairs. Listen. From all around you hear shouts and chanting. The song of revolution is inharmonious, but it is passionate. Thank you, my lady, for all that you have done. He points in the direction of the bit between. Now go, for your own safety. I'll see you again when this is settled. It is time we had a word with the governor. Workers cheer as you pass. The heavy double doors to the tunnel burst open before you. The sympathetic overseer rushes forward to lead you away, and hears the shouts from the work world. Oh. Oh dear, you lost 10 of the strength of the sun. The new total is 16. Faltering. Maybe we should go check on the sun. Industrial unrest. Investigate what's happening. An overseer bustles to your locomotive. Is it the revolutionary leader's ally? Workers rush between you before you can be sure. He shouts over the crowd. You have to leave! Come back in... Oh, I don't know. Come back in a few days when this is all over. One way or another. It's not clear what he reads in your face, but he presses his point. This is between us work welders. We have to resolve it. You've done your bit. Okay. Guess we'll leave. So it's the sun is going out, right? I've gathered this from the, the sun is failing or faltering. But what is that? Is that to me? Is it the clock? Is everything just going to die? Is it game over when the sun falters, or is there another mission to make it live forever? Or I don't know. I guess we could always go to the sun. If we go to London, we pick up the deliver tea to the sun, we go to the sun, and then we see what's happening. That seems like a fair idea. I'm sure everyone else knows what's going on, but I genuinely have no idea. I don't think I've ever survived long enough or done enough stuff in Albion for this to be a problem. But the sun going out does seem like a significant issue. How will people see? That and the fact it will be freezing cold. A slight issue one might want to take into account. What's that? Just random puffs. Wonder what they are. Weird. Okay, if we just go up here and then round and down, we should be okay. I'll dock, I'll pick up the thing. We have like about 10 minutes. I reckon we can work something out in the 10 minutes. I mean, the Clockwork Sun is not too far away. As long as we don't get punched in the face by glistening dreadnoughts, or whatever they're called, the glass dreadnoughts. Because dreadnoughts are the most scary thing in this game for me. I mean, other than the Logos in the Blue Kingdom, which terrify the absolute living hell out of me. I hate those guys. The whole of the Blue Kingdom terrifies the hell out of me. It's a shame, really, because I need to explore it at some point. Somebody's also going to have to remind me to go back to the world at some point, because I will forget. Right. What am I doing? That's what I'm doing. I'm going to this tab. Need to feel the sun. I only want 3. Should I make sure I have enough fuel? Probably worth just grabbing a little bit more. We'll travel a little bit light, and away we go. Let's make the move. That was not. That was. Oh bloody hell! We're fine. We're fine. There's a lip there. It's all good. Put the horn next to the cruise control. Now I know the Clockwork Sun is over here, so if we just go this way, we will hopefully not run into anything nasty, horrible, and Lovecraftian, and just horrible. I'm just gonna go with horrible. And we will find out why the sun is faltering. It's at 16. That seems really low. Really low indeed. If there's too much information there for the rest of this episode, I will probably cut it halfway or something and put it into the next episode. I don't really want this episode to run on longer than the half-hour limit. I haven't really done a long episode of Sunless Skies for quite a while now. But I guess I could. I don't know. I'm sure everyone who's watching this is more than happy to have a longer episode, but my viewer retention on these videos is awful. The viewer retention on most of my videos is awful. Other than my Fallen London ones, which bizarrely most people watch the entire thing. But I guess if you're invested in the story, you're probably going to be invested in watching the whole thing. On that note, the new Fallen London exceptional story is brilliant. The Ballad of Johnny Croak. An urchin assassin with the ability to kill people with his crossbow, filled with toads. The crossbow isn't filled with toads, the bolts are filled with toads, and I assume it's poison, but we haven't actually got that far yet. We defended the work world, not the work world, wrong game, the factory overseer from him, and then continued to side with her. But we'll see where that goes, and if you haven't seen it, I thoroughly advise you go and give it a go. It's good. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Okay, we're coming up the Clockwork Sun now. Hopefully there's nothing here that's nasty. Our terror's going to start going up, obviously, because the sun's like, you know, the sun, and all that rubbish. There's a dreadnought. Because of course there's a bloody dreadnought. He can be behind this bugger. I'm off the cruise control, so I don't want to smash into him. I still don't know why the sun actually makes things go crystalline. I'm assuming it's an oversight. It just blows my mind they managed to make like a sun that's so big. Alright, here we are at the sun spur. I've been told that things may be different here the next time I dock. I'm about to find out. That's not the sun. That was an event that happened. Oh my Christ! Shrieking alarms and jagged light. You step from your train to find the floor rumbling. Machinery is crunching, lurching. A scream of tortured iron from below. Some engineers are rushing back and forth. Others stand in desperate huddles. One beelines to you as you disembark. "Leave while you can!" he shouts. "The steward's gone mad! She's locked herself in some secret place below the vaults. She's doing impossible things to the sun!" Flickering, rumbling, the sun dims, brightens, and dims again. We can offer to help. The deeper engines drive the machinery on the surface. You must access the steward's sanctum and stop her. The sun blazes. Leaderless engineers gather around you, shouting suggestions that are lost in the noise. Then they go silent as the machinery falls still. The sun impossibly brightens. Glass shatters above. Oh my God. The stained glass ceiling has broken, and light floods in. One of the engineers rips off her boot to reveal a sparkling glass foot. Another spouts a filth-crusted beard and claims with haunted eyes that he was trapped for a week in a frozen moment. Okay, let's try and fix the ceiling. It says it will buy us more time. Send your crew to fetch a new pane of stained glass and fix it in place. It might buy you some time. Why do I fail the 96%? Working together, the engineers and your crew attempt to patch over the hole, but the light is too much for them. A harness snaps and an engineer goes tumbling. He shatters spectacularly when he hits the ground. The rest are forced to clamber hastily down. Their hazard suits ruptured. The sun flares, dims, pulsates. Beams of light lance through the air. Your hazard suit is already flaking. You need to reach the vault before the steward kills you all, but time is coming apart at the seams and you don't have much of it left. We have all of these options, but we do have a blow a hole in the sun. You just so happen to have some powerful explosives and an enormous drill handy. Why bother with the door? When the dust clears, you find the steward staring up at you from a crater. Her expression is one of frank astonishment. She's surrounded by a forest of levers and blinking buttons. The floor is heaped in complex tools. You demand explanation. She removes her helmet, flashes you a tired, broken glass smile. "I'm not trying to destroy the sun, I'm trying to fix it," she says. "For too long we've settled for just keeping it running while it deteriorates. A little more each time. Something had to change. If I had more time I'd be careful, but I don't. I was taking risks, shortcuts, putting the sun under stress, pushing its limits, finding where it's weakest." Why now? She's been maintaining the sun for years. "When I visited the prisoners with you and saw firsthand the torments the sun was visiting upon them," the steward sighs, "I knew something had to be done. The sun knows it's dying. It lashes out, full of rage and spite. It's afraid. It had thought itself immortal." Can we offer to bring her ours? Time can be supplied. You can help her compress months into weeks and years into months. If she needs time, she can have it. "Thank you," she says, sagging with palpable relief. "Honestly, I don't think the sun is fixable, but I have to try. after I've slept for about a week. You can now bring ours to the Broken Steward. She will require 3 barrels at a time. Desperate measures. An occurrence. Your desperate measures quality is now delivering 3 barrels of unseasoned hours to the Broken Steward on the Clockwork Sun. Oh dear. Sunlight seeps like syrup through cracks in the stained glass ceiling. The floor shudders in time with the churning machinery far beneath your feet. The air has a tang of chemicals, bonfires and rain. Pistons pump, cogs turn, and suit-swaddled figures tend to the machinery, bellowing over the shrieking metal. So, we need hours. And I need to try and think, where can I get hours? I'm going to go back to London and see if I have any hours in my bank. It has to be 3 at a time. I'm pretty sure hours you get from the Reach, mostly. It is from the Reach. Must be. Hopefully I'll have some in my bank. There might be some bargains available as well. Sometimes you can pick up hours on bargains. Sugar! Nope, 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 nope. I got one of those too. Run! Run, you crazy fool. Let's not pick a fight with the Dreadnought. They're bigger and nastier than us. Oh, I think we have genuinely outrun him. I know Lustrum has hours, I think. The Lustrum. Yes, exports barrels of unseasoned hours. I'm really hoping that I go to my bank and I just have hundreds. I didn't hand in the frickin' tea. God damn it, I went there with the tea and I didn't give it to them. Oh, I'll keep it in my inventory. Give it to them when I go back. I guess I got a little bit distracted by the fact that the sun was about to explode. I assume she just stopped doing what she was doing. Which seems bizarre? Like, if it was about to explode? Why would you say, like, we suddenly just fixed it? We pressed the pause button on the old Exploder-Rooney. Up this way. Hopefully I've just got tons of hours. But I have a horrible feeling I don't even have 3. I should know. I looked at my bank, like, at the start of this episode and then, like, halfway through. But my memory is not what it used to be, especially when I'm tired. Let's not smash into that building. We're almost there. We're almost there. If we go down the bottom, that'll make things different, won't it? Simon's Nest. Looking down, you can see all the strata of London banded below you. It is kind of crazy just how big London is now. It's not that much tension on the bridge. Bloody alcoholic. She's just an alcoholic who's hiding her addiction, that's what it is. Okay, and here we go. Do we have any hours? London, shops, bank. We have 8. So we could, in theory, take 6. But I will be doing that in the next episode. So, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. And as always, I'll see you next time.